welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and we're going to paint this moody, atmospheric, low tide coastal scene. I'm going to be using Payne's Grey, Cobalt Blue, Indian Red or Light Red and a Cobalt Turquoise. I have wet the page. I've drawn the scene out with pencil. I've wet the page a little bit, and I'm just going in now with a Hake brush, 1-inch Holbein Hake, using Payne's Grey, a light wash of Payne's Grey. It looks pretty dark here on the page, but when it dries, it will be lighter, as you will see. Now, I'm just got a question for anybody that's watching this. My analytics tell me that people really only watch my videos for 4 minutes. So if you're somebody who watches my videos for a bit longer than 4 minutes, I would really appreciate a comment in the comments below. Just send me a note and let me know how long you watch my videos for. I'm pretty mindful that everybody's got less and less time as we go on in life, but 4 minutes seems pretty sparse when I've uploaded 20 minutes of painting. So I might have to change the way I do this game. Anyway, this is 7 minutes of me painting and talking, so I hope you enjoy. And always you can paint along. This is get your own coastal scene sketched up and then just follow along as we lay in the washes. Some of these Payne's Grey washes have got a little bit of cobalt blue in them and a little bit of the light red mix. So all the colours end up being harmonious. This is quite a grey painting, you might say, but it does add atmosphere, which is something I do enjoy. So you can see that the Hake brush has a very good ability to use on the side for lines and on the flat for washes. That's a little bit of raw sienna and the light red wash going on in the foreground, just to warm up the foreground. And then on the right there, you can see in the bottom, I have got my Payne's Grey, which I have put some Cobalt Blue into. So I'm sort of doing this wet in wet, although I did stop and dry it halfway through because the paper was getting a little bit too wet to go back over it without getting lots of blooms. So I'm being mindful of the lights and the darks, the value in the water. I want to keep light on the left and a little bit darker on the right. I want the sky to be dark on the right and the sky to be light on the left. And this is our first wash, so I'm just laying in our first layer of wash as an underpainting. I'm also going to be using a No6 Kolinsky, which is a natural hairbrush, a No. 2 Kolinsky and a No. 8 Escoda, and they're all natural hairbrushes. So now I'm going in the foreground. I've got some sort of sea grasses and a little bit of warmth just to warm up that foreground. This is my Kolinsky. It's a little tiny brush really, probably a little bit too small, but I wanted to get some detail on the far distant island. So I'm still using my Payne's Grey and light red wash. And just blocking it in. I don't want too much detail in the background because you don't really see too much detail in the background. And in a way, my center of interest is more in the middle ground, where you'll see as we progress. So just continuing laying in. The horizon line, I didn't want to have a solid horizon line. I wanted to blend it out on on the right. Sorry, on the right I wanted to blend it out, so I didn't want like a hard line the whole way across. And I am using a little bit of Cobalt Blue in the water and in the mixes. So there's the horizon line going in, and you see I just blended it out to the right. So each time I pick up paint, I usually change the mix a little bit. I might have a little bit more cobalt blue, I might have a little bit more cobalt turquoise light. So now I decided there was some seaweed, that sort of old dry seaweed on the beach there. This was taken from photographs, but it was also done from sketches. This is a piece of coastline that I do go to quite a bit. And so I had these few things in mind. Just going back to the foreground grasses, making them stand out a little bit, pulling them to the front. And then I put some splatter on. Always good to do splatter in a coastal scene. Then you don't spend time drawing little pebbles and bits and pieces. So there I've already painted in a few more rocks. I'm sort of on my second layer. This will be dry now. So this is a wet on dry technique. And just laying in a little bit more definition in the middle. And then I've put in quite a lot more definition. So this is the end of the painting, and I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of a race through time, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. And as I say, if you watch more than 4 minutes and you're still here at the end, please let me know, and then I'll know what to do in the future. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again.